Kevin, you are not competing this weekend, but you seem to be a really buzzy man. Can you explain us what you are doing behind the scene here?
Well, we thought this would be the perfect opportunity to do some more development with the Fc2. Obviously, it's been never really enough time to make tests, and to test on a race is perfect. But the last time I was testing in the race or Rally X, I actually rolled. So we said maybe we do it outside of the race itself today, but still to be on the same day, to be able to compare to actually the world's best supercar that we have here this weekend is perfect. And so I've been out after each run in the track maintenance. I've been out and I'm doing my runs and my heats, and so it's perfect. So then we can compare directly the lap times against the top supercars, and just trying to do everything. Obviously the car was built more in purpose of a specific tracks, more North American style, with more jumps, more tracks. And if you look here at Riga, for example, it's in my eyes full tarmac and some concrete as the gravel. So very different kind of track, and so we're just trying to find a sweet point in that as well, because on gravel I actually think we have the fastest four-wheel drive car out there, but we lose some on the tarmac and a little bit small stuff like gear changes and stuff. So we are flat out, and improvements are good. We are really close now to the top guys in supercars, so let's see if we can maybe help some of the Fc2 drivers with some information for the race on Saturday.
Can you be more specific about the areas that you are working on this weekend, or is it a top secret mission for you?
No, I mean, nothing is top secret. For sure, I would say the suspension and the chassis is the major thing, to really find that tarmac kind of track. The European tracks, like I said, is very different to the ones in North America. So we need to find, we also need a car to be able to do both without spending shit ton of money and having different setups. Like, for example, if you look at rally, you have, if you want a tarmac rally car, it's X amount, and then you need to buy this amount to be gravel. We need to find a car that is, the whole idea is to find an affordable, fast, four-wheel drive, open four-wheel drive car. And so we need to find a window where it works both for the crazy tracks and for the more racing style tracks as here. Suspension one, also some gear change, some launch. Obviously we see we need a little bit more against the supercars in the launch, and my launch today feels good. Obviously we have paddle shift to be safe, to not have any gear or dog ring broken. So we're just speeding that up a little bit with some small stuff that we found that we can do. So I actually think it's good. We're still learning. Still, you can't do everything on a test. Now we write everything down. We can go back to our 53 our suspension partner, and they can redo the damper a little bit to find the correct window where we want to be for these type of tracks, and to give our partners and technical partners feedback. Of course, it's important. So, but yeah, I'm actually quite happy, and we'll see what we can for sure do with the Fc2 car for Finland and onwards.
Do you think that before the end of the weekend you will be able to beat the top supercar lap times? It's a bit your target this weekend, no?
For sure the target, and obviously when we have Baman is like I raced him a lot in World RX back in the days. I know exactly how good of a driver he is, and he comes here with probably one of the old factory Peugeot car that was at the peak, probably one of the best cars. So it's perfect to compare. I know exactly the level of him and the pace he has, and we can compare. Even though I'm getting old and soon I'm out of date myself, but still I can be fast, and we're close. We need those now. Now it's like 3-4 tenths left, and we have some ideas. So interesting.
Reinis, you are not only a race director this weekend, you're also a test driver. How does it feel to be back behind the wheel, and especially with that brand new Fc2?
Yeah, it's amazing. The sound is good, and pedal shift. I never driven with the pedal shift before. Very nice, and it runs well, and the sound is there, and ALS is booming, and really enjoyable.
Even if the engine is at the back of the car, is it a huge difference with compared to what you are used to do with a regular supercar?
Yeah, I mean, with regular supercar last time I drove back in 2019, nothing to compare with. It's just enjoyable here, and no comparison. It's just flat out launch control, full throttle, bang, everything goes like very well.
This experience gave you some idea for the future or not? Are we going to see you back behind the steering wheel soon or not?
That was enough. 2 laps, quite enough for some time again. So no supercar in coming future.
Thank you very much, Reinis.